this is Chris Goodway from the Rent Roll Broker, and this month I want to look at 5 traps to avoid when buying a rent roll. First point, is it going to be a good fit for your office? It may sound obvious, but do you have the office space for the extra staff required to manage your acquisition? Suddenly finding out that you need a bigger office can really take the shine off that new purchase and the anticipated extra profit, which you're now going to pay for larger premises. Also, the purchase needs to fit with what you already have. In other words, if your average weekly rents are higher than those quoted as the median for your area, while the average rents and management fee on the rent roll you are looking to buy is lower, then is the purchase going to really bring you an overall benefit? And in fact, it is actually going to drop your performance overall down. Therefore, you have to ask the question, is this rent roll right for you? Secondly, am I buying myself more work? Unfortunately, it's a fact of life that some geographical locations of investment properties take a lot more managing than others. So, is it good business to buy a rent roll that has a majority of properties in those bad areas, while your existing portfolio only has a few? Not only may they prove unprofitable to you, but they may give your staff so much grief that you have an exodus on your hands. Thirdly, how do you know that you're not buying a lemon? Carrying out due diligence is a very important part of purchasing a rent roll. And this is especially so if you're buying privately. In fact, the large majority of disasters we hear about from within the industry are those that are bought and sold privately. Buyers aren't infallible, so it makes sense to carry out your due diligence thoroughly. Or if you're not sure what to do, get someone qualified to do it for you. And point 4, am I buying sole agencies or open agency managements? In most states, but not all, sorry Victoria, agents can sign the landlord up for a 1 or 2 year sole agency term, giving the managing agent some security when they go to sell. This makes life a lot easier too, because the agreements can be assigned to the purchasing agent. However, if the selling agent has all open agencies, then you as a buyer need to be very aware that the landlord can leave on short notice. So setting up the sale with the appropriate conditions, allowing for lost properties, is then going to be critical for you and indeed the vendor as well. And last, keep your landlords on side. How you inform the landlords of the changes is one of the most critical parts of the sales process. This, along with our last point, can make or break a successful transaction. It is all in the wording and the follow-up, which will help ensure that you retain the majority of the properties. We have years of experience and advice to ensure that this part of the process is done properly, minimising losses. Avoid these 5 traps to help making the process of buying the rent roll less painful. But remember, the best way to get a smooth transaction is to allow us to provide you with our years of experience when you're thinking of selling or buying a rent roll. I trust this has been a benefit to you. It's Chris Goodway from the Rent Roll Broker. Until next time, thanks for listening.